Chapter 5: Social Reform in the Progressive Era. The Progressive Era was a period of social, political, and economic reforms in the United States caused by rapid industrialization. This reform movement, known as progressivism, embraced many reforms such as anti-monopoly, city beautification, immigration, child labor, public health, unemployment, and working conditions. America was urbanizing quickly with little regulations. Over half of the workforce were immigrants who came to the U.S. looking for a better life, but could not thrive due to dangerous living conditions, unfair treatment in the workplace, lack of medicine, and more. In fact, conditions in the workplace were so dangerous that accident rates in industrialized countries were at an all-time high, with an average of 35,000 deaths per year. These lack of regulations can be seen through the Triangle Shirtwaist Company fire of 1911. 146 women and girls were killed because they were trapped inside a 10-story building with no fire escapes. Although this movement motivated progressives to solve these problems, some remain prejudiced against immigrants and African Americans to this day. The reforms were limited in money and resources and dealt with women, children, those who were mentally ill, and health issues. But despite these limitations, the movement accomplished regulations on work hours, child labor, food and drugs, improvement of wages, living conditions, and most importantly, the emergence of social work. Of course, these accomplishments didn't come without obstacles. The reformers faced many during this time, including language barriers and rivalries of immigrants, organization because there were too many issues in need of solving, and private hospitals were funded by patient fees, which meant the poor were left untreated. Some examples of important influences of the Progressive Era were President Theodore Roosevelt, who served 2 terms leading to many reforms, such as the Meat Inspection Act, trust busting, and the Food and Drugs Act. There was also Jane Addams, who founded the Hull House, which was a settlement house that provided social and educational opportunities for working-class people in the neighborhood, many of whom were immigrants. Without the Progressive Era, we would not have the important safety regulations such as fire alarms, minimum wage, and the FDA to approve our food and medications that we now have in our society today.
Created using Powtoon.